smoked beef sausage. Look at this meal. Look at this sausage. Steaming hot. Here is my delicious espresso with that whipped cream. Oh my god, I'm waiting for this. I don't know about you, but today I just was not feeling motivated at all. I woke up this morning my regular time and I made my coffee. It was super delicious. I sat in front of my computer, opened it up, looked at a few emails, and I sighed and I shut it back down. I sat there thinking, just thinking. And I said to myself, today would be a perfect day to go fishing. It's been rather cold and dreary since the seasons has changed, and I really haven't done much fishing at all for the past, like I did maybe last week for Thanksgiving. I threw a couple of lines out, but not really fishing. So I decided, why not pick myself up, pack up my rods. I took some stuff out of the refrigerator and I said, let's go do a little fishing today. Sometimes it's good just to remind yourself of the things that you're passionate about. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So check out my view. Look at where I am. I looked at one of my fishing apps and I just eeny, meeny, miny, mo, and I found a spot about an hour away from where I live, and I said, why not? Let me just go and enjoy the day, enjoy beautiful nature. Tomorrow is going to be snowing. It is currently 46 degrees, so it's actually really cold, and it looks quite breezy out here at this moment, but we're going to make the best out of it. So let's go and enjoy a day, and hopefully we will regain our motivation. So let's go. That is the Chesapeake Bay Bridge over there. Some large tankers. There's like 2 of them. is absolutely beautiful. I'm already starting to feel like myself again. So let's get out. We'll get our rods set up. I have 3 rods, but I think for now I'm only going to put out my large rod. I don't know what exactly is going to be biting today. As you can see, the water is over there. There is water on this side as well after you pass this little sort of inlet. There is water on the other side, but I think I'm going to fish on this side here. And it looks pretty nice. I think the deepest point, at least is what I've seen on the app, where my rod is going to go to at least 10 feet deep, which is great. Hopefully there is some striped bass, maybe catfish, who knows. But yeah, let's see where the day leads us. As I said, I'm starting to feel so good. You know, sometimes you just need to remove yourself from certain situations just to get back into yourself. And look, I love work, I love what I do, but this is so much better. All right, let's go. Tree. It's completely dead. Look at this, guys. I've never been here before, so this is going to be really fun. So there's rocks. Pretty nice. The rocks looks nice and solid. Yeah, I see there's, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of those tankers. They are getting ready to go underneath the Chesapeake Bay Bridge right now. So that would be nice to see. Alright, let's go ahead and get our rod set up and start fishing. I'm so excited. So I do have shrimp that I had at home, and I do have some peeler crabs. You will not believe. I have peeler crabs from since the summer that I've been saving in the refrigerator for exactly a time like this. So hopefully the peeler crab is going to work. Look, guys, if not, that's okay. You know, this whole day is just going to be me enjoying the things that I love and just getting back into feeling motivated. That's it. And you know, sometimes you just need to do that. It's not about catching, it's not about anything else. It's just maybe about getting back to who you are. So let's get this rod out and get going. I did bring my Blackstone today because I do plan on making a delicious meal right here on the water for my lunch. But let's go ahead and get all of my fishing gear ready. Yeah, okay, perfect. So let's see what we can get caught up on. Man, it feels so good to dig into this bag, for real. I'm going to be using some of this bait fuel, fish attractant. I'll see how that works. As I said, I have pretty much everything I could possibly need for trout, for catfish. Yeah, remember when I caught all of those trout a few weeks ago? Yeah, it was on these glitter mallows. as well as the power bait. Ooh, this is what I'm looking for. That is what I'm looking for. So this water here, it's brackish water. This is the Chesapeake, actually pretty high up on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge, so it is a little bit more fresh than salty. So I think that this onshore is going to work, but either which way, I have both of them to use. And because the water is moving quite a bit, I think I'm going to be using either my 2 ounce or maybe 1.5 ounce sinkers. If it gets, I don't know, maybe it actually is moving a little bit more, so maybe 3. So 3 or 2 could work as well. But let's go and get this stuff set up. Alright, so I have my large Shakespeare rod. I haven't gone fishing in so long that I can't even remember the last time I actually used this rod. So it is still set up for probably when I did that catfish trip on the Potomac River. Yeah, that's probably the last time. So I'm about to get this set up. Still pretty good. I have a 20-pound line on here. I just have to make sure and adjust everything since it hasn't been used for so long. Let's see, where is my... Here we go. Yeah, everything looks to be nice. I'm going to put, as I said, I'm going to put my 2 ounce sinker on here. I did bring some hooks, some snell hooks, so I'm going to get that right now. So these are size 4 snell hooks. So I'm gonna just put these on here. A lot of amazing anglers make their own hook sets. One day I'll get there, one day. But for right now, the lazy side of me just wants to buy them already made. So I'm gonna put that on here. Nothing too complicated. And as I said, I have shrimp that I've had in the freezer for, I don't know, maybe 2 months, something like that. So I am going to use that. It is still frozen, but that's okay. We're gonna get this out here and hopefully it will warm up. I'm gonna let this stay out so then it could warm up. I'm gonna take off the shells. My fingers are already like frozen to the touch. But that's alright. That's all part of the fun. You know, I would rather have cold fingertips than typing on a computer. What about you? Alright. So here you go. I have my rod set up. Let's go and cast this sucker out. Let's go. It's quite a bit breezy. Gotta be careful. And I'm glad that I got this 2 ounce sinker on here, because then that means it's not going to be moving as far in the water. So let's get our first cast in. Ooh, nice. It actually went pretty far because that wind took it a little bit further than where it needs to go. We may have to move if the wind continues to be too breezy. But yeah, we'll give this a shot here and we'll see how it goes. The one thing I forgot to do, I don't know if I have it, is something to put the rod down, but I might be able to stick it in one of these holes. Yeah, maybe right here will be great. Let's see, maybe this one right here. All right, perfect. Let's see what's gonna happen. I am going to recast now that the breeze has kind of died down a little bit. I can cast out a little bit further into the direction that I actually want. The one thing about this type of weather, it's very cold, guys. It's like 45, 46 degrees. But if you know anything about me, I don't like snakes. So being here and knowing that I'm not going to probably see a snake makes this experience even much more fun. So I'm just going to tighten up the line and let this sit in there. Perfect. So this is going to be our setup. The reason why I put the chair here because the wind is coming from this direction, and so the car is blocking most of the wind. And also I'm going to be cooking, and I'm going to be using the back of the car as my kitchen today. I'm so excited. You'll see what I'm going to cook. It's going to be something really simple but delicious. So yeah, I'm just going to relax here, and soon I'll make a little bit of coffee because you just need that hot cup of coffee. And I'm going to put whipped cream over it just for that extra, I don't know, holiday feeling. The vibe. The vibe of being out here fishing, cooking, and just getting back to myself. Look at this bee's nest. I'm glad that it's winter and they're all gone. That's nice and solid. Okay. This is one of my best investments for 2025, I swear. This thing has made me so much delicious meals. Some on camera, some off camera. Fantastic. So if you're looking for a good grill, definitely get the Blackstone, the one with the grill and with the side stove. You're not going to be disappointed at all. It's so nice. I'm really hoping that I catch something. I haven't caught a fish. I think the last fish that I actually caught was a catfish on the Potomac, maybe about, I don't know, a month ago. I think so. Yeah, about a month ago. Just because I've been busy with some other things, the holidays, Thanksgiving. My husband and I made the Thanksgiving meal while camping, and that was just so fun. Oh my god, it was so good. And thank you everybody who watched that video, liked it, commented. It was just it was a fantastic time, and spending it with my husband made it even more special. So it was really, really nice. But yeah, just being out here right now feels good. As I said, tomorrow is going to be snowing. It's going to drop down to 25 degrees with a high of 35. And so we expect a little bit of snow about 9 a.m. tomorrow. I was contemplating coming out and fishing tomorrow, but I just didn't know how terrible the weather was going to be. The first snow of the season that we will be experiencing, and I'm looking forward to it. Um, it is just so beautiful. Sometimes we really, truly, truly forget what we value in life, and sometimes we need to force ourselves to just get out of our box, get out of our head, get out of the space that we're in at that moment, to really regain trust in ourselves that we know what we need to feel better. We are so bombarded by work, family obligations, financial situations that sometimes we forget. Or maybe we feel the fear that we are messing up in some way, right? That maybe we're messing up our lives, and that's because I think we're so focused on what other people have to say that we forget what we truly feel. So I implore you that whatever it is that you have a passion for, and whatever is your excuse that is holding you back from getting out there and doing what you need to do, today is your day. This is your week. It is the end of 2025, such a pivotal year. So much has gone on this year. For real, so much has happened this year. With the elections and a lot of people losing their jobs, and, just a lot going on, right? That it's nice to remember that God has your back. You should feel, or you should have trust that everything is working in your favor. And what we have is ourselves. We have God, obviously, but we have ourselves to rely on. And we can't always rely on a family member or work or even money to get us through anything. The only thing is here that gets us through. And of course, whoever you believe in, I believe in God, but whatever is your spiritual higher being, I don't know what it is that I keep seeing. I mean, you guys cannot see this because it's a little bit further out, but I keep seeing, it's almost like if there is dolphins, but it's not, because I don't think that the dolphins are in this water. It's too cold, but maybe there's just a lot of those birds that are out there. There's a lot of birds out there. That's probably what it is. A lot of those diving birds that are diving down, and you can just see the tips of their beak and their backs. But yeah, guys, today's your day. This is your week. The end of 2025, the beginning of 2026. Can you believe a brand new year is approaching? It's right around the corner, and I have so many things that I want to do. Yes, for Sultana, but just in my own personal life, with my husband, with my family, with different businesses. I have a lot of goals, and I know that you guys do have goals as well. And if you want to share any of them, drop them in the comments, I really truly value you. I am hoping that Salty Sultana becomes even bigger and better next year. Travel to more places, do some more fun fishing, hiking, camping, outdoor activities. And maybe, who knows, I'll open up this adventure so that others can join me on my adventures. That maybe if I'm in a state and you guys are willing to come along and enjoy, why not? Right? Be kind of fun. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep fishing and enjoying this. I'm gonna make some coffee. My fingers are definitely frozen now, but I'm gonna get into the car, warm them up a little bit, and then just keep enjoying. Alright, so this has been sitting out there for about 20 minutes. Let's see if my bait is still on there. What I'll do is refresh my bait. I'm actually going to put the peeler crabs on there. See if that scent maybe will bring in another fish. Look at this cute little peeler crab. So cute. I'm not going to put a big piece on there. Just cut them up, and I think I'm just going to use the swimmer part of the leg. It has a little bit of meat, and of course this little swimming part. That looks good. Let's see if we got this out there. Ooh, nice. That was a nice throw. Feels like something has bitten. Yeah, it's like something is on there. It feel like it just fell off. Wonder if my bait is gone. Only a tiny piece of the leg is still on there. Ah. Okay, well, we know that it seems that they like the crabs then. I have been fishing now for about an hour, and I just got one bite. And when I reeled it back in, I only had like a little bit of the crab on there. So I just put it back out there with another piece of the peeler crab. But guys, I am starving. It is almost 2 o'clock, and I brought some things with me so I can make my lunch. I'm going to be making something really good today. I'm going to be making sausage fried rice. So it's gonna be very delicious. I have a few things with me to make this dish delicious, so I'm gonna show you this recipe. You guys are gonna love it. I brought all of my things with me from home. I have a bell pepper, well, half of a bell pepper. I have one whole small onion. Sorry about the plane, guys. Where we are located, it is near the Navy. So, yeah. I also brought with me cilantro and parsley. And lastly, because it is a stir fry and it's Asian, some chives. Or, I guess here they call them green onions. I can hear gunshots. So they are hunting. It's hunting season. I definitely have to get my hunting license for real. Could be hunting for turkeys and stuff now. Be great. I also brought with me a zucchini. So I'm going to cut this up. I love zucchini in fried rice. I love a lot of vegetables actually. I love bok choy, cabbage. Sometimes, yeah, I mean, of course, I put carrots in there. I just didn't have any carrots today actually. So, but I love all sorts of veggies in my fried rice. But I had zucchini in the refrigerator, so I said, why not? Let's put it in here, make it nice and delicious and healthy. Yes, look. Look at that. I love zucchini. I love spring onions in my fried rice. And I don't cut them too thin, or I should say too small. I like the taste of it. So I'll show you the size that I cut them in, right? So like bite-sized pieces. Here is a combination of parsley and cilantro. So I will dice this up a little bit finer. You might be thinking, what am I going to be putting in this fried rice? What is the meat? Well, I'm going to be using sausage. Alright, so this is the summer smoked sausage that I will be using today in my fried rice. I'm going to only be using half of it today. I love this particular brand. This is the Hillshire Farm. That is how much I'm going to be using. Yep. In diagonal pieces. Just like this. Get this all diced up for our fried rice. Now, yesterday I did cook some rice. So I do have day-old white jasmine rice. As you know, it is best to make fried rice with day-old white rice. So that's exactly what I have. But everything that we need. We have our sausage. We have our day-old white rice. We have our sesame oil, soy sauce. We have oyster sauce. We have a little bit of olive oil. Come over here. Obviously, we have all of our setup with our Blackstone. We have our pot. We have all of our vegetables here ready to be cooked. And, oh, I forgot. I did bring one egg with me. We got our one egg. Do you guys like egg with your fried rice? Sometimes for me, I prefer it, then sometimes not. But today, I'm definitely going to put it in. Nothing better than the sound of vegetables frying over oil. That onion, that smell is so good. Get some black pepper in here. Again, sorry for the noise. I hear that there is like a helicopter above me. This is the sesame oil. We will add some soy sauce. Some of this oyster sauce. I have a little bit of ginger. This one's a real powerful ginger. I got this in Morocco. So strong. So right about now, I'm gonna just put the vegetables to the side. What I like to do is crack my egg right to the side. I'm gonna put a little bit of black pepper onto the egg and let that cook on one side. Scramble it up. Make sure it's cooked fully. Perfect. And then now I like to mix it back in with the vegetables. Ooh, this is looking so good. So we let this cook down. Make sure that the vegetables are nice and cooked all the way through, especially that zucchini. We let this sit for a couple of minutes. It looked like there was a bite on there, but nope, it's gone. I keep getting little bites, little nibbles, but nothing really. Let me turn this pot. Ooh, this is looking so good. Ooh, I got that woof, that smell. Before I add my vegetables, my meat, I'm gonna add a little bit more olive oil. Now I'm going to add in the summer sausage. This is the smoked beef sausage. And get that cooked up. Look at this. This is smelling so delicious. My rice. So this is the day-old white rice. For this. And a little bit more of the sesame oil. And then at the very end, I'm going to put a little bit more black pepper. And then that is it. This is going to cook for another 5 minutes. And then we are done and ready to eat. So the food is done. I'm going to plate me up a nice big plate of this summer sausage, fried rice, packed with vegetables. And I'm going to also quickly dash it with some black pepper. I love black pepper. I should have brought some hot sauce, but I didn't bring any. That's all right. Guys, look at this meal. Look at this sausage. Steaming hot. Oh my God. Beyond words. Mm. Oh. I'm speechless. So good. Mm. And the vegetables, so soft, so and still a little crunchy. Mm. Out of this world. So I'm gonna sit and enjoy this meal, and I'm gonna probably have seconds. This is so delicious. Mm. This summer sausage with this fried rice, wow. Mm. Mm. And it's so hot. And everything came out just perfect. I'm looking at my rod, and it keeps bobbing, but it just could be the wind. The wind bites, not the fish bites. Well, guys, I had round two. And so now all the food is gone. So after that fantastic lunch, I need to make myself a little coffee. And I have my, this, which I love. I absolutely love it. It makes for making coffee out on the road so easy. I have Cafe Bustelo, which is a Cuban espresso. So good, so strong. This makes the perfect single cup of coffee. I keep seeing my rod bobbing, but it's kind of windy out here, so that's the reason why. So I'm going to get this lit, and then we're going to have some coffee. So good. This is extremely strong. So I have something really special to put on top of it. Some whipped cream. Here is my delicious espresso with that whipped cream. Oh my God, I'm waiting for this. Oh my goodness. So good. Oh my god, so delicious. Incredible. And that whipped cream just makes it taste so festive. Like it's the coziest, winteriest coffee out by the water. I can see the trees with no leaves. There's no fishes biting. But man, my stomach feels so warm from that food that we had earlier. And then now this coffee with the whipped cream. Oh, so good. Well, guys, that is a wrap on today's video. Thank you so much for coming along on this beautiful day. It was cold and breezy, but nonetheless, it was absolute perfection. Got to cook that delicious meal. You guys definitely have to try that recipe. Ooh, and that coffee with the whipped cream, out of this world. I hope that this video inspires you that whenever you are in a rut or in a feeling or in your feelings, that you remember that there are things that you are passionate about. Go and do those things. They will help you regain yourself, help you regain that inner freedom, inner peace, self-belief. This is what life is. This is life. I'm gonna go pull in my rod and head out home. Can't wait to see my husband. And until next time, guys, I will see you on the water, and hopefully my husband and I will be out there cooking soon. We have some things, exciting things planned for the next few weeks as the year ends, and I hope that you enjoy them when they do get posted. And thank you so much, everyone, for all of the love and support that wherever you are in the world that you're showing me. I appreciate it. And until next time, bye.